.0.
This is .0. Today I thought we'd go through all sorts of different monster classes. Some of these will be Draconians, Lizardmen, Troglodytes, Nagas, just all sorts of things that are going to be like that. Might have wings, might not, but it's going to mostly be kind of like a Lizardman type theme. So let's start with, how about let's just do Lizardmen actually to begin with, since I said that. Now these are the Lizardmen that I used primarily when I was much younger as a teenager. I think this might have been the only ones they had back then, actually. Now I remember there was, they're all kind of the same design here. Oh, I take that back. These are different here. So I got two of these with this kind of makeshift weapon thing they've got here. They're pretty tall, obviously these are probably, 10-foot tall lizardmen. And then they've got this different design here with another kind of makeshift weapon. See if I can put that over there where you can see it a little better. Let's see, and I do have two of these as well. No, I'm not the one that painted these. I acquired these years ago. And they're kind of hard to find. Now, I know there's a third design, kind of the leader is the way I always looked at it, with a different kind of weapon, and I've never been able to get that piece. So, alright, so Lizardman here. Okay, let's keep going with Lizardman. I acquired some of these here recently. I think this might not be a Lizardman. It's something similar. Not one that I, again, painted. No clues on the bottom here, but it's kind of looking that way here anyway. And then I got another one here, same kind of deal, which I do think this is, maybe it's supposed to be more like an iguana type thing or something going on. I'm not really sure here. And let me zoom in just a teensy more on him. You can kind of see it there. It's got a really cool weapon anyway, and it's pretty neat with these little metal things for armor kind of on his joints and around his tail there. Pretty unique. Let me get out of the way and let that zoom in. Okay, and then one last Lizardman that's of this style. This is actually a pretty cool piece. Get these ones out of the way real quick. Much bigger piece, really cool shield. Kind of more the same thing, kind of a, it is true like a lizard, but iguana kind of thing going on. Bigger. I mean, we're almost getting into giant status here, to be honest, but oh, and he's got the same armor and everything. So maybe those last two were supposed to be together, actually. Okay, so let's go to, actually, let's finish up with three more Lizardmen that are a different design. Let's see, does this say who makes this? No idea on that one. Okay, so I've got these ones, which I know are going to be older pieces. They're a totally different Lizardman design. This guy's got a really cool axe, obviously. But they just totally look different. They almost look more like frogs even than lizards, but yeah, still pretty cool. You could mix it up into your adventures and have different looking monsters for different areas of the world, so to say, or whatever, you know what I mean? They don't all have to be exactly the same. This guy's got a cool mace. Definitely got some teeth going on here. Just looking close there. Sometimes it almost looks like it could be fur, but maybe I've got this wrong. I don't know. Sure seems like they look like lizardmen to me. That's how I've always looked at them. Maybe they're almost more like a crocodile or alligator kind of men too. I don't know. I think these were meant to be lizardmen. This guy's got a club, it looks like. See if you can kind of see him, and then lots of gear on their back. Okay, let's do this. Let's switch over. I showed you this salamander. Let's get him out of the way. I only have one of these. Really cool piece, actually. With the spear that's actually pretty fragile. I love the horns on top. Pretty awesome. Armor coming down his tail. Really neat piece. Let's see if I can flip this over and look how big the spear point is here on the bottom. Kind of see all the armor coming down the back here. Pretty dang cool piece here. Okay, well, you got to see something really neat with this one. Looks like that's an insert. Maybe I glued that in there. I've had this a long time. Looks like I had to glue that piece in there. It's kind of interesting. I forgot about that, I guess. Okay, let's jump over to How about some Troglodytes? I have them. Let's get them out of the way here next. So let's get the Salamander out of the way. So I believe these are Troglodytes, so almost like Lizardmen, but just slightly different. I mean, they almost look more like Lizardmen than the Lizardmen, to be real honest, but anyway, they're meant to be a different kind of monster. Like I said, our theme was going to basically be kind of a Lizardman. There's going to be some that's kind of like Dragonmen and that kind of thing too, but you kind of get the idea of what the theme is for today. Biggest thing for me is I just like showing you all sorts of miniatures, and recently I've acquired even more to show you, so yeah, and the goal is to go through these kind of quick and just give you something good to look over. So again, another Troglodyte here. He's got 2 weapons. Really cool axe. Look at that with a skull in there. That's one of the cooler weapons I've seen, actually. See if it'll zoom in on it. Flip him over real quick. And then we'll transition to something else here real quick. Let's do, I've got this old school Naga. Let's put him on a really old school Naga. But look how small it is. I'm not sure that I like this one all that much, to be real honest here. He's got the club, and I don't know what was on this side. Probably some thin little arm. It's been broke off forever. In fact, maybe it was even supposed to be attached. I'm not really sure, but Naga, he's got some little skulls here. This has got to be really old. How old is this? 1979. Yeah. And I think this is supposed to be a Naga as well, but totally different design. Much bigger, obviously. Kind of a cooler piece, too. Teeth, and you can see a lot more detail. Oh, what's this? I thought we had a little Ouroboros thing going on, but I guess not. Like a lemniscate, right? The figure 8 for eternity. Let's flip this over so you can see it real quick. Pretty cool how he's got that shield all held into place like that. Okay, let's do this. I said that we would do some Dragonmen. How about I'll get these out of the way? I could have swore I had more of these, but I guess I've just got these 2. Seemed like I had a third one as well, but it's going to be a little harder to show you here. Maybe if I pull this back just a little bit. So wings on this guy, holding a big axe, so he's... you can see his hands here. He's just got 3 knuckles. That's kind of neat. And it's supposed to be, like I said, a dragon man, so it's kind of got more of a dragon face, if you can kind of see it there. Who makes it? Ralpartha 1983. So yeah, it's just going to be a little harder for you to zoom in and see on. But how about I'll switch to this other one? Same thing, Dragon Man. And like I said, I could have swore I had a third one for somehow, but maybe I don't. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me if I look through my whole collection and sure enough there is one. What do we got? Like a little buckler thing kind of going on here, and maybe if I get out of the way you can at least see. I can turn it sideways and see his face a little better. Big old sword there. They're kind of neat pieces. Okay, well, you know what? Since we're on that theme, let's go with the Dragonmen. I had this guy up here at the opening. Let's go ahead and knock these out. They're actually pretty cool pieces for sure. Zoom in. See if it can give a little more detail on them. And I wish it would even get closer, to be honest, but I don't think I can. You got to figure, they're so small. And it's a lot of detail to be zooming in on. Probably you've got some of these at home anyway, and you've seen them for yourself. It's hard to know. Okay, so let's go with this next one here. I might have to zoom out just to get more detail on these. I was hoping that zooming in would give you more detail, but I think sometimes it takes a little bit further back to get it to focus. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll stay back. See how this is a little bit sharper now? It's a little bit different metal maybe going on, or some discoloration that's helping it to focus as well, but almost got like a little crocodile or alligator, more like alligator I guess kind of look, right? With 2 swords in hands and wings across his back. How about I got another one here with a 2-handed flamberge, looks like. A little bit And, I try pretty hard to keep my pieces from bending the swords and everything else. And recently I bought some that were just completely bent all up. It's hard for me to imagine that people would so mistreat their metal figures, throwing them in shoe boxes and everything else. Look at his feet. That's pretty cool. Big old claws on there. Like he could definitely hang onto a branch or something, or like the Lost Boys, right? Hang upside down in that little cavern thing, sleep at night, like vampires. Okay, what do we got here? Wings on his back. That's interesting. I wonder what that is. You know what? That's got to be that we're missing a tail or something, don't you think? I never noticed that before, but there's this recessed space right here. I'll bet you there's some kind of an attachment that goes to this. Where the heck would that be? I don't think I've ever had it. Yeah, that's got to be what it is. I'm missing something. It's kind of funny when I've been going through these in detail like this. I've seen a lot of things that I've missed all these years, and I've had a lot of these as far back as like 41, 42 years ago. Yeah, alright. Another guy here, a little bowman, a little smaller guy. Got them little bucklers. Seem like, I'm not sure what good that little shield would be if you're going to be a bowman, but... Alright, what do we got here? Guy with a mace. It's on his... these are so detailed. I'm having a hard time even seeing the detail work on the shield. Whoever did these was, they're pretty good artistry work on these, to be honest. To do so much detail and then take them out of a cast. And they're Ralpartha, so... Okay, how about let's keep on trucking through again. Draconians here, a little bit of a... look at those horns on him. That's actually really cool. Alright, different kind of style, a little bit here. Helmet. Still got wings, and see, they've all got tails. That other one, I'm going to go find... Somewhere I probably got a tail in here somewhere. Actually, I still think I never got it, but there's got to be one somewhere that I'm missing. Alright, we still got about 5 more of these Draconians, then we'll switch over to another Flamberge. Two-handed flaming blade sword. It's a little bit of a bend in it. Man, they get so fragile, I'm kind of afraid to bend them back, too. So you can see a little bit of discoloration going on in the metal here. What is this, 1988, I think it said? I can't really tell. Yeah, look at the armor coming down his tail. Alright, how about a smaller little guy here? Actually, yeah, this is smaller. Oh, I think this is still meant to be a Draconian. We better double check here. I think the Draconians, they were meant to be that they were kind of a lot of variations. Yeah, it's still the same bottom, so it's got to be. So just a smaller little guy. So you can see his face there. Hopefully on a bigger screen you can see much better detail. Sometimes I've really gotten this... oh, look, that's got that little missing spot too. Maybe they're not supposed to have a missing tail. I don't know, because that would seem like it would have one too, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. See, and this guy obviously does have a tail. Yeah, see, look at that space. Makes you kind of wonder. What do we got here? Another mace. Small mace. Not very big on these wings, so they can fly, I guess. Maybe it'd be hard to... If you're going to fly, you don't want extra weight or something. They are kind of less armored as well. Let's see, how about... This guy here, he's got some kind of pole arm thing going on here, I think, or glaive type, not pole arm. What's he got here, like an as above, so below kind of thing going on? I don't know, something like that. Or maybe he's just pointing. Maybe he was supposed to be holding something, probably. I don't know. Alright, let's go with different one here. Kind of got the ram's horns thing kind of going on the back here. Again, small shields. Well, I guess this guy's got quite a bit of armor on. Well, that's, I think, his skin, but you're seeing some chain or something coming down, maybe. He's got some kind of clothing on there. Maybe it's just hide or something like that. I'm not sure. How about I'll roll this back? You can kind of see his face a little better. Okay, next one, a much bigger piece. See, I wonder if this is supposed to be holding a weapon too. You know, at some point I'm going to have to just buy a whole pack of weapons just to put them on all these miniatures again so that they all have them, because I'm missing a lot of weapons on all my figures. Pretty cool. He's got the mask covering his eyes like he's ready to go to a masquerade ball here. Look how heavy this armor would be down the back. That'd be a lot to carry, actually. Pretty cool. Okay, last Draconian here. And we'll switch to a couple of other different things and then wind this video down here. So kind of a similar design that we've seen before. Looks like 1985 Ralpartha. Definitely armored up, almost like a plate mail kind of look. That's kind of neat. Like a little like chopper kind of swords are going on. Same thing with a lot of armor on his back. I don't know if you can see it, but coming down the tail, look at that. Again, these are so small that it's hard even as I'm looking at them in person to really see all the detail. Okay, now I've got this other thing. I don't really know exactly what this is, to be honest. It could be that it's some kind of a little demon thing or something. 1979, so it's definitely old. I got this a few years ago, I think, if I remember right, but I didn't do the paintwork on it. I don't 100% know what this is. You know, it's similar to what we're looking at, so I threw it in here. But again, I'm not 100% certain if it's some kind of demon or Dragonman, Draconian thing. I'm not really sure. Okay, then the last thing we've got here is actually we've got 3 more. Let's do, I think these are Yuan Ti, if I remember right. Where they're like half snake, half man. In fact, maybe these ones are some kind of hybrid or something. I'm not really sure. I wish they always would just say what they were on the bottom. That'd sure make it a lot easier. But they don't. And then over the years, you know, you kind of forget. You know, if I have like an old Ralpartha catalog that kind of helps me on some of this stuff, and I try to look it up online, but it's really hard to figure out what they really are anymore. What do we got here? So this guy's got like so they are kind of a hybrid. See, we've got a man's head here, and then he's got this snake head thing going on here, and then he's got another one over here. So snake for heads for hands. And I have it on the back of this one. Did I show you the back on this one? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, just in case. And then we got one last one. What do we got here? Now this guy's actually pretty cool, but see, it's the same kind of thing, that it's got like a cobra head thing going on. Wow, this reminds me of some movie that was like when I was like 10 years old. It was like, oh, what was that movie? It was about like Dream something or other with that lizard thing at the end. Oh, I can't think of it now. As a kid, it kind of gave me nightmares. Yeah, that's really cool. Look at the big teeth coming down. Kind of reminds me of being back on the farm with rattlesnakes and all that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to, we'll start where we began, I guess. We'll end with that. I'll add in this Naga, and oh, you can't really go wrong with the Salamander. How about in the center here? So that'll be the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed that. Just going through them, kind of reminiscing, having fun, and we'll see you until next time. Be safe.